Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of Homestuck, and I am here with my friend and co-host.
It is Ian. What up, y'all?
What's up, Vape Nation? Let's go.
God damn it. I'm never gonna have a normal intro again, I swear to God.
I hate me too.
Okay, so anyways, before we get back into this, let's talk about a couple things.
Alright.
First of all, we've been told that Aradia's name is supposed to be pronounced Aradia.
And I don't like that.
I hate it.
I hate it too.
I genuinely really hate that pronunciation.
Agreed.
Like Aradia. It sounds like back in high school, I had a friend whose name was Jared, right? But we all joked around by calling him Gerard. And it reminds me of that, of just being like, oh, you're Aradia. It's like a joke or something. And it's it just sounds gross. I don't know, man.
That's facts. I know.
Aradia is a better pronunciation.
I'm probably still going to use Aradia. Just saying. Because I can't bring myself to use Aradia. I'm sorry, people of the internet. You can kill me all you want.
Right? Oh, God. And then another thing that I haven't talked to Jay about. So, I was talking to my friend, right, who's one of the people who had got me into Homestuck originally, about this whole thing, and I told him that Jay's favorite character was Gamzee. Favorite troll was Gamzee this far.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh no. As someone whose favorite troll is Gamzee, oh no.
What's gonna happen? What are they gonna do?
And then they were like, unless Jay's gonna become a transgender lesbian, but
Wait. Wait.
That's what happened to them.
Oh, God. No, please. I have a girlfriend. Not like that.
Well, transgender lesbian, right? So you...
Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, then I'd be fine still. I'm gonna be fine. Guys. It's all gonna end fine. I didn't even think about it like that. This is like a really complicated way of still being straight.
But it's not, though. But
it's not, but in theory, it would be.
Well, I mean, because really straight and gay, or at least gay in the sense of not LGBT, but in the sense of specifically attracted to the same sex. They're not hard labels because they're based on your gender.
This is true.
You know? So really, it's just if you're trans, then you're no longer straight, but you're still attracted to the gender that you were attracted to before.
Yeah.
So those are more hard than straight and gay, which are just relative to your gender.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This is why I'm very uneducated.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I used to be too. I've just gotten very interested in reading about a lot of this stuff. So
as a straight white male, it's unfortunate for me. I am
Yeah, my partner's a fucking cishet. Come on, guys, help me out here.
Help me out here, guys. Can we get him replaced with a gay one, please? This guy sucks.
Oh boy. All right. Anyways, enough talking. We should get into the episode. Just wanted to bring a couple of those things up because I found that was funny.
It's alright, so Aradia, go home.
Aradia's going home.
Or using Aradia, don't kill me.
I'm the frog head.
Oh,
you
God.
head back, huh? You get it, head back.
Well, I hate you. I hate you,
Head back
Hussie.
to your hive to get the blue team session started. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Oh yeah, and then Aradia's form change. I forgot about that. The form change into the tiny.
Yeah,
person.
she's represented more symbolically, is the way they put it.
Yep. Alright, you revisit the remains of your quaint rural hive. Your lawn ring and the small excavation sites you dug up for practice are all overgrown with vegetation. You haven't been here since the night of the accident. On that night, you found your calling. The voices of the dead grew louder, urging you to return to the ruins you discovered not long before. You left so abruptly, you didn't even have time to bury your lusus. But that's fine, because trolls don't typically bury their dead. Leaving bodies to be consumed by wild animals is more customary. Aradia begins session. Interesting.
So
an accident occurred.
First of all, meters in distance.
Well, of course, because everyone's about to die.
And now I'm assuming the accident was the thing involving Tavros.
I'm assuming it was something like that. Yeah.
Unless there was something different, or maybe even something more to it, because we know as has been clarified, AG was what did they call it, the Clouder or whatever?
Yeah. The DM
Tavros,
kind of thing.
And we don't know what was going on with Trezzy and Radia at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know if it's just that Tavros thing or what it is exactly, but I think I'd be led to believe it's the same accident. That's the whole thing with writing, right? Is if you use the same word for two events, it's going to be very confusing. So don't do that.
This is true.
So who knows? It could be something different, but that's my assumption at the very least.
Oh yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Then found your calling on that night. The voice of the dead grew louder.
That's whenever she lost all of her emotions she used to have. And became the character that I hate voicing.
You hate voicing, really?
By hate voicing, I mean it just it makes me really depressed every time I voice her. It's hey guys.
Fair enough.
You know.
Then in typical Hussie fashion, we get lore of troll customs by saying that, oh, you didn't have time to do this custom that's for humans. But that's okay, because trolls don't have that custom.
They just let the bodies get destroyed by the animals, because that's so much more humane.
God. I mean, well, if they're already dead, right? So it's helping the animals.
My brain is just no. No to all of it.
What kind of wild animals are there anyways? We actually haven't.
Oh yeah, I don't think there are. Well, I mean, of course they're the Lucises. Don't those count, or do they not count?
They're like monsters or something. They're a different race. They're powerful creatures or whatever.
True.
So I don't know what the wild animals are, but that's fascinating. I'm sure it's just wild animals like we have. It's fine. All right.
The Crosby top.
Beginning session.
The Crosby
and
top.
Yep, she's on the Crosby top. There's a little. Is that a music box in the corner? If you go up to the right.
It looks like it. I can't really tell.
It's like a music box. There's a pickaxe in the top left. There's a little tiny shovel on the bottom.
Yeah, there's a little spade in the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a hand shovel. Whatever they call those. And then we can see in her reflection that she's booting up Spurb.
Mm-hmm.
Was this you or me? I forgot.
This is you.
Okay. You have an arrangement to begin the session as co-leader with one of the Blue Bloods. You understand this player intends to make a power grab and take sole possession of the leadership role. Such subterfuge is typical of their caste, but you're perfectly okay with this. It's one of the many things you're okay with. You allow your co-player to take the lead and enter the medium first. You understand that the leadership role is essentially meaningless, aside from offering the distinction of being the first player to enter. You also understand that entering the game second was always your intention. Aradia connect to server player.
Interesting.
So yeah, as we've seen before, Aradia somehow knows way too much.
It's the entire time she was planning on being the second.
Yeah, I'd guess that the voices of the dead that she mentioned are somehow telling her things that she.
Yeah, but how could? But voices of the dead wouldn't be able to tell the future like that, would they?
Not necessarily, but it's the only source of information that we've seen her be able to get.
This is a very fair point, but I don't know. I guess that'll be explained later on as well.
And it's just a dream thing, but who knows? I have no idea. That's just my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to connect to server player.
Uh-oh.
We got the Kernel.
Here we go.
We got the pointer. It's got 12 things instead of 4.
Here we fucking go. This isn't gonna end well. It never ends well, does it?
Oh boy.
You have a server player connect to you, someone you personally selected for the role. The devices required for entry are deployed. The Kernel sprite awaits prototyping, but unlike all 11 or other players, your dead Lucis is not available. You have to use something. Oh, she's the 12th one who wasn't able to use her Lucis. Oh,
because her Lucis died a long time ago.
Yeah.
Instead of died now.
Makes sense. Aradia, tier 1 prototype.
Okay, so first of all, they're just not telling us who the server player is. That's the first thing I've noticed.
That is a very good point.
A server player.
And she planned on it the whole time.
Of being second to enter. Wait, second to enter.
Yeah.
Who's the first to enter on her team?
Who was that one guy?
Well, Carcat entered, but is Carcat on the same team?
No, I think it's just first to... No, I don't think she means on the team. It's just second to enter in general.
Overall. Okay, I don't know, man.
I don't either. But yeah, I don't know how she knows so much. That's kind of unsettling.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, did she get a prototype the stone frog head?
It looks like that's what's happening.
Oh boy. Prototyping with the frog head before entering the medium would prove to be critical for later success. Just another of many assurances whispered by the dead. Okay, so the whispered by the dead was the source of that.
Yep.
You've long since stopped questioning them or doubting the future significance of even spontaneous acts of frivolous desecration. I can read. Compelling your nonplussed server player to perform this task might have proven difficult. Luckily, your telekinesis, an ability greatly magnified through your calling, would be sufficient to move the massive object, whereas the game cursor likely would not. Your server player simply watched in mystification. Again, super vague about the server player.
This again, yeah, very vague. But I mean, at least we understand where she's getting all of her info from, like as we assumed from the dead. But I'm wondering how the dead know so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that it's not actually the dead, and it's just like, that's what they're calling themselves. Or it's also possible that the dead somehow has access to information.
I'm going to go with the assumption that it isn't actually the dead, but like someone that claims to be the dead. Like someone, like, you know, like Spade Slick, who was like outside on one of those big computers.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that.
Oh, yeah, like
they did with John and all them, where they were hearing all these voices in their head. That's probably what it is. That would make a lot of sense.
Or whatever. Yeah, that would.
I'm actually been big brain the whole time.
Nepeta is thinking about... Oh, Nepeta is the server player.
Yeah. Nepeta's like, what the fuck? She
It's
really
Kermit.
just had no idea what the hell was going on.
Kermit the Kernel sprite.
Kermit the Kernel sprite. I love this so much.
It's great. I love it.
Aradia
on her drawing
is going to enter now. Oh shit.
Aradia enter.
Oh shit. Why does everyone get these beautiful ass fucking mediums? I love it so much.
Right? Wow.
Wow.
And yet again, no sound page because we don't have time for that.
Exactly.
You enter the medium, taking your place in the land of quartz and melody as the maid of time. Fascinating. Meanwhile, your client player has been exploring another world. The blue blood has a present for you. The present cannot be duplicated via alchemy at this stage in the game. It would cost too much grist, a detail which this player had not been aware of. The player would have to progress through the second gate of their own world, arrive through the gate above your hive, and deliver it in person. Facilitating this delivery was one of the reasons why it is important for you to enter second.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, like, she was completely... like, knowing of everything that was about to happen. What the fuck?
Yeah, okay, so she does have a client's player.
Yes.
So that means that it isn't second overall, it's second in our team.
Yeah.
So we don't know who Aradia's client player is. Is it...
No, it was Nepeta, right?
No, that Nepeta is her server player.
What's the difference between a client and a server player?
So the client is the one in the world. The server is on the computer, like messing with the world, right? So Nepeta is on the computer, facilitate, like how Rose was to John, with Aradia here, and now Aradia apparently has a client player, meaning that she has another player who entered the medium before her, that she is the server for.
Interesting.
But we don't know who that is, apparently.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, you got it? You understand now?
I understand now. I'm not dumb, you're dumb. Shut up.
Kermit. I
Kermit.
swear it looks like Kermit. It looks like a dead Kermit.
Wait, I swear the title for this episode, as you do, is probably going to be Kermit! Because it will be.
Oh god, Kermit the Kernel sprite.
Kermit the Kernel sprite. As you do. Your server player's confusion is only in part due to learning the ropes of a new game. There's a more significant reason for her befuddlement. While she followed your advice and went through the simple motions of game setup, at no point were you visible on her monitor. She saw your damaged hive. She saw the alchemimeter and other devices she deployed. She saw the strange computing device on the floor bearing the visage of a... Or visage? Is it visage or visage?
Visage, I think.
Yeah, so I got both of them right. Bearing the visage of a species she didn't recognize. She even saw a great big stone frog head fly through the air all by itself and become the frog sprite. Though she could ask why, and you would always delay the answer, the fact remains, she couldn't see you.
Huh, okay, well, first of all, second of all, no, the title's gonna be Kermit the Frog Sprite.
Fuck you.
But,
fuck.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I'd like to second that. What the I think it's all because, like, Nepeta doesn't understand how Aradia understands the game so well.
Yeah, but like, Rose could see John, Dave could see Rose, Jade could see Dave.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Shit, what the fuck? She's like invisible.
Do you remember what the first thing I said about Aradia was?
What?
She doesn't look entirely alive.
Oh my god, where are you going with this?
I have no idea.
You about to call her a fucking vampire because they can't see her in fucking cameras
No,
and
it's,
shit?
it's her empty eyes. It's her empty eyes.
That is a very good point. She's the only person in this universe who doesn't have pupils.
So there's something up with her that we don't know yet.
That freaks me out.
Jesus Christ, alright.
Aradia Tier 2 prototype. What?
I fucking called it.
Oh, fuck! I didn't read ahead because I was waiting on you. What the fuck? Can we talk about this?
She couldn't see you up until the moment after the sprite's second prototyping because you were dead all alone.
What the
fucking called it. Proud of Yeah, like, look at her eyes, though. Like, that's, like, I looked at, like, she's just floating, like, her legs are, like, limp floating there, and her eyes are empty. I'm like, she does not look entirely alive to me.
Humana. Next page.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. We're all completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow. Dead? Really? Like a ghost? Huh.
I'm less blown away by the revelation and more blown away that I, like, actually said something in the panel before.
That is pretty funny. Have you been reading ahead, Ian? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, no. Oh gosh.
Jesus Christ. That's,
okay.
That's, a lot. That's not okay. And Nepeta doesn't even understand what the fuck's going on. She's about to interrogate the frog girl. What'd you do with Aradia? I am Aradia. What the fuck?
Oh god, okay. Okay. Do you want to be... Oh, I'll be AC, because... Okay. Aradia, I can see you. That is you, right?
Yes.
Why are you the floating frog all of a sudden?
I'm dead. My spirit merged with the frog sprite.
Wow, dead? Really?
Like a ghost. Oh, wait, that's the... Wait! That was like the last page. That was like the beginning of it, wasn't it? It was like... We are all completely blown away by...
Wow, dead. Really
wow,
like
dead.
Ghost, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of...
and then huh.
Huh.
And then huh right after it. Huh. Well, I hope this doesn't make me sound dumb, but I'm completely blown away by that stunning revelation.
You don't sound dumb.
How did you die?
I ignored the advice of a friend and made some bad choices.
AC rumples up her nose in perplexement as AA's really vague and spooky answer. But actually, no, that's good, because I kind of think I don't want to know. It's making me sad to think about.
I love this character so much. AC
Nepeta?
is adorable. I love it so much. Nepeta is
I love
adorable.
Nepeta.
I love that. I'm so nervous about GMZ though.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. Wait, it's like, okay. Nepeta, can you please keep this a secret?
Yes, I promise I won't tell anybody about it. And by promise, I mean promise, just so you know I'm serious.
Thank you. Ribbit. Whoops. That's awesome. So, please tell me we're going to be, like, in the middle of an intense scene, and then it's going to be like, so, you shall, Ribbit, die.
Just starts talking like Kermit. Oh my god. Aradia's voice needs to be Kermit now.
Exactly. Aradia be the huge bitch, but I'm not voicing with a fucking Kermit accent.
Oh, yeah, this lady. AG, Arachnid's Grip. Ooh, a flarp poster on the wall.
Flarp? What does flarp mean?
It's the... they never gave us an acronym, like what it stands for, but it's obviously a parody of LARP, live action roleplay.
Oh yeah, that's the game they were playing, right?
Yeah, it was in the extreme role playing. Yeah, that's the game they're playing. Yeah, a bunch of broken 8-balls everywhere.
Jesus Christ! I think this is me, so I'll just go blah blah. Enter name.
Oh boy. Your name is Vriska Circuit. You're a master of extreme role-playing. You can't get enough of it, or really any game of high stakes and chance. You have persisted with the habit even in spite of your accident, but then again, you don't have much choice. Your Lucis is very hungry, all the time. She can only be appeased by the flesh of young trolls. You cloud campaigns for teams of flarpers, utilizing your abilities for orchestrating the demise of the impressionable. Your victories supply you with treasure, experience points, and spider food. You are something of an apocalypse buff, which is something you can be on Alternia. You are fascinated by the end-of-the-world scenarios, and enjoy constructing doomsday devices for the hell of it. You are drawn to means of dark prognostication and the advantages they offer, particularly in gaming scenarios. Your abilities in this department were hobbled with the loss of your vision eightfold, and you have since sought alternatives through various black oracles. You consult with these ominous globes, but routinely destroy them in frustration over the puzzling guaranteed inaccuracy of their predictions. Breaking them has developed into a habit of bordering on fetishistic.
What the fuck?
And with each you destroy, you add to an insurmountable stockpile of terrible luck. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. Your troll tag is Arachnid's Grip, and your statements tend to be just a little bit over dramatic. What will he do? Okay.
Holy shit.
So Vriska is the name that I had heard before, but I had no idea it was her who was Vriska. That kind of makes sense from what I've heard Vriska. From like the context in which I hear the name Vriska.
Jesus Christ, this fucking room though.
Oh shit! We didn't talk about this on a recording, but now that we got a new troll, I got to say this. So I was just like writing down some notes on the troll names and all that, and I realized that all of their first and last names were 6 characters long each.
Yep.
Because you got Carcat, Vantis. Wait, do I still have the document open?
Gamzee.
Gamzee, Makara, I think his last name is.
Something like that.
Yeah, Gamzee, Makara, Aradia, Megiddo, Tavros, Nitram, Solix, Captor, Carcat, Vantis, Nepeta, Leon, whatever, Terezi, Pyrope, and Vriska, Circuit. So yeah, all of them are exactly 6 characters long, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
That was something that I had noticed. And like John, Rose, Dave, and Jade are all 4 letters long. So like, cool. But their last names aren't the same.
True.
John and Jade, Egbert, Harley are 6, and Lalonde and Strider are both 7 characters each.
True.
But yeah, interesting that's a pattern that I've noticed with the trolls and seems to be continuing.
Yep.
Vriska, check out the cool drawing on wall.
Yeah! You drew your own role-playing character for fun, as many flarpers are prone to do. She is the best character, and you wish you were her. Oh wait, you are her. Your wish has been granted, probably as a special boon for being so great at everything. Her name is Marquise Spinneret Mindfang, scourge of land dwellers and sea dwellers alike, and worst nightmare to silly boy skylarks everywhere. She has accumulated more treasure and gained more levels than any member of the Petticoat Seagrift class ever. She gained all the levels, all of them. Yeah!
So this is her, like, basically, this is her character in the game, right?
Yeah, and she looks exactly like it.
You make D&D characters and all that, but this is, like, her character. So, like, her character is very, very close to her in real life, while, like, Tavros's character is different than him in real life.
You mean Pupa Pan?
Yeah, Pupa Pan. And then I'm assuming, go up to the top, I'm assuming that all those sheets are, like, character sheets or things.
Yeah, I bet you they are. I mean, they look like them. It gives me, like...
all those fart books.
G-sheet vibes.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Just a whole bunch of shit.
Vriska, proceed to computer.
D4'd. You've been D4'd. Step on a D4. God. Stepping on a D4 hurts. Like, much more than
Look at her face. Look at her face. That explains it all.
I've stepped on a D4 before. You have a lot to do. So many irons in the fire. Ow! Lousy dice. You just can't ever seem to go anywhere in your high without stepping on an errant D4, pointy little bastards. It's just your bad luck, you guess. You've had such terrible luck ever since your accident, and it just keeps getting worse. As far as you're concerned, the world can't end soon enough.
So she had an accident, too.
I mean, again...
They're probably all connected with that one night.
I wonder... Yeah, they're probably all connected with one night. Because definitely, unless, like, it's some kind of, like, crazy karma thing with what she did to Tavros.
Yeah.
It might just be them... It's all connected to one night, and that's why I was using the same word. Or it's just a word that all of them have had an accident in the past.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking that this is just, like... I'm assuming this is all connected because, like, the only people who have had accidents thus far are Tavros... now Vriska and
Tavros, Aradia, Vriska,
and I'm assuming this fourth person. Have we met the fourth person yet?
And Terezi.
Terezi, yeah. Terezi probably had an accident too.
Which are the four who role played?
Exactly. That's why I'm saying those four are probably the ones who got into the accident or whatever.
Yeah, because Terezi's accident was making her go blind, right?
Yeah.
Tavros' accident in a wheelchair. Yep. Vriska's accident, bad luck. Aradia's accident's probably dying. Like, fucking dying.
No shit, Shirley.
And that's how she can speak to the dead.
Because she is the dead.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Alright. Vriska take dice? Oh, we didn't read this page yet, did we?
Nope.
I don't know. Listen.
As you were saying, so many irons in the fire, such a tangled web. It is a web full of flaming irons and mixed metaphors. Tonight is a big night. You have a lot of meddling to catch up on tonight. Bugging and fussing and meddling. Vriska, take dice. Dice kind.
Dice kind.
I love that.
I'm just gonna roll d20 and see how much damage I do to somebody.
Dude, if you roll a nat 20 like that...
Right? You equip your enchanted dice set, the fabled Fluorite Octet. It consists of 8 d8 plundered from a ghost ship during a particularly challenging campaign. In ancient times, such weapons were employed by roving hands of gamblinats, deadly marauders with a passion for chance. They all died off, though, took too many crazy risks. Rolling the dice will execute a wide range of highly unpredictable attacks. Very high rolls can be devastating to even the most powerful opponents.
How interesting.
Of course, with the luck you've had lately, you couldn't make a good roll to save your life. Gotta do something about this awful luck. Gotta catch a break. It's not break. When you get worked up about stuff, you put 8s in places that don't really make a lot of sense phonetically.
Jesus Christ.
Vriska began meddling.
Jesus Christ. Time to get the show on the road. There are so many people to meddle with tonight. After you ditch an unwelcome solicitor first, that is. Doesn't she realize how rude it is to meddle? You'll fuss with her meddling later.
Go back real quick. I just want to say these dice look really cool.
Yeah.
Just scroll up.
Yeah, can we play D&D with a pair of these, please? Like, whenever I can come up to where you live, please.
Right, I'm sure we can find dice like this somewhere.
I really want to. Like, I'll order a set of them. Like, we'll play D&D with them. It'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. What now? Oh, him. You thought he'd washed his... Wait. You thought he'd washed his hands of you. Strange timing that he's bugging you tonight after so long without a peep from him. What guy is it?
Wait, what's the symbol?
There's no symbol.
I don't know.
Huh. Vriska, deal with this guy. Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, oh my god, it's white text. Holy shit.
Yeah.
My eyes.
Highlight it.
Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna have to...
Yeah.
I'll read that. You can stick with...
You want to be the white text?
I'll have to be the white text since
Okay.
I'm already the one having to highlight it all anyway. I don't want you to have to wait for that long to read.
Sure.
Hello.
Oh my god, why are you talking to me?
This is the last time we'll ever talk.
Still sticking with that white text I see. So smooth and stylish. I forgot how much I loved highlighting it to read all the boring things you have to say. He highlights it too. It's like a fun game for super extra handicapped retarded people. Like opening a present. Find out what obnoxious thing the mystery tool typed. What is it?
Parting courtesy, I suppose. All the ways I've exploited you were meant to bring about the events that will take place this evening. Knowing this will provide context for the events in your near future, and it will affect how you behave in response. These events will be just as important as those preceding it. I've gone to great lengths, you see.
You didn't exploit me. You were just a petty douche with a bad temper who likes to play games, and all I did was humor you.
I did exploit you very thoroughly. It was easy.
So full of yourself.
Have I ever lost a game?
Don't change the subject.
What subjects are you referring to?
I'm gonna log off in a big huff, and you have to promise not to use that nasty trick where you log me back on out of a petty douchey spite, and then we can go back to never ever talking because man, that was heaven when it was like that.
There's no need for that kind of assurance. I'll be brief. I no longer hold you accountable for any wrongdoing. In fact, I've given your transgression very little thought since the incident. If you acknowledge the amnesty and regard it as sincere, you may begin to find the odds falling in your favor again. This may be essential if you are to succeed on your journey.
May the odds ever be in your favor. Be ever in your favor.
Fuck you.
Slow down, man. I'm just wearing out so many pens taking all these important notes. Fuck you for ruining all my good note-taking pens and giving me this terrible cramp in my good note-taking hand.
Well, incredible the risks you take with your scorn, but of course it was your unpleasant, simplistic temperament that made you so easy to control, vicious and predictable like an insect. If you turn a swarm of wasps on a crowd, the outcome is certain. It takes no skilled strategist to understand this. You were in fact a waste of my talents, a primitive expedient.
What a snob. You're worse than my meddler friend.
I wonder why they waste their camaraderie on you. I'll never understand it.
I thought you said you'd be brief.
I'll say one last thing. Though the magnitude of the ensuing destruction resulting directly from your actions will be neither possible or necessary for you to fathom, there nevertheless ought to be a silver lining. The only question is whether you will live long enough to see it. I'm not a gambling man, but if I was, I wouldn't bet on it. Goodbye.
Bye, asshole.
Who is this
Josh,
guy?
That's a very good question. I'd have no fucking clue. But I would be like, oh, maybe it's like the whatever they're called, the outcast, not the outcast, the exile. But exiles don't talk to them on computers.
This is very true.
Wait a second. I wonder if there is a symbol, it's just white. But like a slightly different shade of white.
Can I highlight it? No.
But I'm gonna it's probably nothing, but I have to check. I'm gonna go in a paint program and see.
Jesus Christ, Ian.
Nope, nothing. Okay.
All right. Let's continue.
So this reminds me that we probably should take notes about shit. How do we take notes, Jay?
I don't know, man. I'm not in school. I said I don't even take notes in school. I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
How do you take notes?
We're smart people, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, I want to take notes, but, like...
I'm not sure how to.
Other than, like... I guess, like... Okay, so they all seem to have an incident. Or accident.
Yeah, but, like...
do.
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Hey, if you guys really want us to take notes, let us know.
Like, just tell us how to do it. We don't know what the fuck we're
How
doing
should
here.
we do that?
How do you do that?
It's a very good question.
Next page.
Bump. Bump.
Bump.
Bump. More hollow comebacks. As hollow and wishy-washy as the inside of one of these dumb black globes. What use is all that attitude against a guy who's never wrong? It's so depressing. You can't even work up the energy to smash this stupid thing. Maybe you could stand to have some camaraderie wasted on you, even if it comes from your meddler friend. Vriska and your meddling.
Hell yeah. Who's about to meddle?
Oh. It's GA.
GA.
GA's the Virgo one.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
The friend with the chainsaw that eventually cuts off Tavros' legs.
That's a good point. Oh shit, yeah.
Wait, that's a Squiddle's lunchbox. It's a lunch top. It's a Squiddle's lunch top.
Oh shit. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Or maybe it's not Squiddles. It doesn't look exactly like Squiddles. Because they get like the black eyes or whatever. But it's a lunch top. Okay.
I quit. Alright, who's who?
I'll be AG again. What?
Just wanted to know. Is your Lucis dead yet?
Huh? What kind of question is that? Is this a trick is this a trick? Are you trying to sabotage me? Are you in cahoots with someone?
No.
Cahoots! Cahoots, I say.
Why do you want to play cahoots so bad? I don't understand. You sure do seem to be saying cahoots. I'm just asking because mine's dead.
What? Oh no, how did that happen?
It was just her time.
Really? Are you sure it wasn't sabotage? I would suspect sabotage if I were you.
No, there was no plot or conspiracy or any trace of saboteurs operating through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in cahoots with another. When a virgin mother grub abdicates and renounces brooding, her time will be relatively short. I always knew this.
She was so cool. You had the coolest Lucius of anyone I know. I wanted to meet her someday.
Maybe you still can.
Yeah, meet her corpse. I guess that's not so bad as a consultation prize. Consolation prize. I can read. Seeing a big dead cool mother grub. Wow. You were so lucky. My Lucis sucks. Why did you ask if she's dead anyway? Do you know something?
They are all dying. Or are going to soon. I believe it's a preemptive consequence to the game we're about to play. A preemptive consequence is a concept that can be said to hold any meaning. But from what I understand, if it is applicable in any sphere at all, then this game holds that sphere.
Okay, I don't really get that. So you can just go ahead and think I'm some dumb floody broad again.
I wasn't going to think that. You know I don't think even I really understand what I just said, so never mind.
Now you have me a little worried. Man, I hope she's okay. Why would this happen? This is just my luck. Have some died besides yours? And, you know whose, I guess?
Yes, a few. Karkat thinks it's his fault. He believes his actions triggered an inauspicious chain reaction.
So you know whose is Aradia, I assume, because Aradia's died a long time ago.
Yeah.
You mean a curse?
Sure.
Wow, between his curse and my shitty luck, we are so screwed.
I'm not surprised to see you endorse his paranoia without hesitation, but I was attempting to illustrate a point in bringing it up.
Whew. There goes another one sailing over the idiot girl's head. Okay, lay it on me.
These events are inevitable, and regardless of whatever emotional entanglements obfuscate their significance, they will ultimately serve an important purpose. The curse has nothing to do with it, and Karkat's notion of a curse is inseparable from his perception of events as intrinsically negative and is tailored to his personal dissatisfaction. And your bad luck is the same way. I believe, anyway.
Okay.
What would happen if I just cleaned up a bit? Don't you think you would step on a few less hard triangles? Well, if you just cleaned up a bit.
Mm-hmm. Why do you try and help me and stuff? What's the point? It's kind of bothersome and insulting sometimes. So I'm a messing room. Big deal. My luck fucking blows. It's got nothing to do with it, and you just don't even know. Meddler. Why are you so meddling, Miss Meddlesome, Miss Fussy Fangs?
Because you're dangerous.
No way. I'm just fine. Why don't you can it?
Every time you tell me to can it, I think it's funny. I mean, it's just a funny way to say, don't you think? It's okay to be dangerous. Lots of people are, and dangerous people can be really important, maybe even the most important sometimes. But it just means there's got to be someone around to keep an eye on them. And if not me, then who? Everyone has an important job to do.
Okay, so you're spying on me. Kind of creepy. Man, maybe you should get a life. Or, if you're so high and mighty, and think you're so great, maybe you could, I don't know, try and stop me from doing bad things.
That wouldn't work. If I tried to stop you, you would regard me as an enemy, instead of merely as a nuisance. And what good would that do? So I'm afraid, McFussy Fangs, it must be.
Ugh. Okay, great, fine. I'm gonna check on my Lucis now. But I'm starting to think you're full of shit, and I'm quite sure she'll be quite fine.
You're right, anything can happen, I guess, but just so you know, I'm sorry for your loss in advance. What the fuck?
That's kind of sad. Man, why didn't I just get the last word and sign off real quick like I usually do? Let me sneak that stinking little ninja quip in there. So mad. Lousy, stupid, goddamn supported friend.
Vriska, check on Lucis.
God damn it. You go down like 50 million stairs to a nest below. You wonder if any other kid on the planet has such a high maintenance Lucis. You doubt it.
You pass by one of your completed doomsday devices. You promised you'd build it for an especially powerful and influential member of the nautical aristocracy. In return for his collusion during your campaigns. Some guy you were in cahoots with. You guess none of it really matters now, though. It was tough to build and it isn't perfect yet. Luckily, one of your pals nearby is pretty handy with technology. He can be tapped for parts and favors frequently. You wonder if any other kid on the planet has many irons in the fire as you. You doubt it.
Jeez. See, look at this. She's fine. Fine and huge and hungry as ever. You guess you're relieved? Yes, of course. Woo. Why wouldn't you be? It would be devastating if anything happened to your dear sweet custodian. So it's a very large Lucis.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and of course it's a spider.
As you do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Arachnid's grip. And I'm assuming that's her...
Her castle?
Oh! Sorry, I just clicked next. That's why I said oh.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not sure why I counted the windows, but I did.
It's a good question.
I was thinking there'd be like 8 because I was thinking about spiders, and I don't know why I thought about their legs and started counting windows. But
fair enough.
How many eyes do spiders have? I'm gonna check that real quick. How many
8, I think.
eyes do spiders have? 8. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the Vision 8-fold thing that Vriska was saying. Sorry, I didn't say that at the time, but it's Vision 8-fold, 8
Yep.
eyes.
You guess there's no delaying
boy.
this guy's introduction anymore. As long as we're in the neighborhood. Enter your
Except
name.
for we are.
Yeah, we're all out of time.
Until next time.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Fuck you, dude. We don't want to meet you. We're gonna skip the page you get met on. Fuck you. Alright. Well, I still hate his room so much.
Yeah.
That censoring is done by the comic, by the way. That's not in post.
Oh, yeah, just to be clear, but yeah.
That's bizarre, and I don't like it. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. That was interesting, to say the least.
We met Vriska. I now know none of the names coming up, because that was the name I knew.
Yep. I don't know. I still know nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's like... Because I don't look at anything having to do with Homestuck because Ian banned me from looking up anything. Woo! Same with Doki Doki Literature Club. And you guys have no idea how hard it's been for me to not get spoiled on that shit.
Yeah, one day you're gonna play it.
One day.
One day.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you so very much for tuning into this episode. Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below, tell us what you thought. Subscribe and hit post notifications if you want to see what we're doing next. Join our Discord so you can come and talk to us and stuff like that because we really like the interaction. Comments can only do so much, man. And also follow us on Twitter for announcements. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Alright,
yeah.
So we will talk to you all later. Love you.
Have a lovely day. Love you.
Peace.
Bye.